Hey everyone, it's Kim Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with my next design team project share for Craft Supplies for You. I've been busy making some bags, and I have several here to show you. And I use lots of Craft Supplies for You laces. Um, so let me start off with these small ones first. This is the first one that I made, and this is very much inspired by Victorian Crazy Quilt. And all I did was I took a piece of muslin and I laid down different pieces of sari and velvet and lace and material, and I just sewed it in all sorts of different directions. And then I took some yarn and I did a cross stitch over top of that, and also some blue crochet cotton that has little sequins in it, and I just kind of did it all over the place, and that is how it came out. It feels so soft. It's crazy once you keep sewing and sewing and sewing on top how that came out, and I'm really pleased with it. So I may make a bigger project with this. This took me about an hour to do, however, so a bigger project would probably take a couple of days, but I love the effect. It really looks like a crazy quilt, so I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And I use lots of trims from KS4U. This beautiful burgundy beaded trim that you see here on the bottom is from KS4U, and I used it there and I used it here as well. I just love this trim. It's so pretty, and it's like a dark burgundy. I love it. These little flowers that I've used here, this little rose flower is also from KS4U, the little ribbon flower. The inside of this bag is just some gold satin that I had in my stash, so it's all satin lined. And then I put the same trim here from my stash on the inside that I put here. I just added a vintage button and one of my handmade beads. And then this trim down here is from my stash as well. So that's that bag. And then this bag is more, I guess, shabby and vintage looking. I used one of the wide laces from KS4U on top of some champagne colored satin that I used for my base. And I just sewed it like a length of it, and then you just flip up the bottom and flip down the top and you have a bag. It's really simple to do. And I used from KS4U another one of these beautiful little flowers here in the champagne color. This really pretty little beaded trim here is also from KS4U. This little pearl trim here. I love this trim. I'm hoping Julie still has some of this in stock for you guys. I know it's been selling pretty quickly, so I'm hoping she still has some, but definitely check both stores, the Zibbet and the .net store, and make sure that there's some in there. So don't just check the net store, but check the Zibbet store too, because sometimes the Zibbet store has stuff that the .net store has, and vice versa. And then on the bottom here, I've used some beaded trim and this bullion trim from my stash on the bottom. I added another vintage button, a couple of my handmade beads. And this lace here with the two little turquoise beads, that is also from Craft Supplies for You. And it comes with these little turquoise stones on top. It's the prettiest trim. It's like an ecru color. And it just has these beautiful little turquoise stones every so often on it. So I've used that there, and then there on the inside I used it again. So that's that bag. And let me see here. This bag here I made out of a vintage doily, and the doily was originally white, and I avocado dyed it. And I used this piece here where the flower is. That's from a lace trim from KS4U. This heart trim is also from KS4U, but I don't know if she has any left in stock. That's an older trim that Julie had in her store that I've had for quite a while. These two these two gathered trims here are also from KS4U. She has a good selection of gathered laces, and I avocado dyed this one, but that is the color of that one. That's an ivory color. And then I've used avocado dyed dangle from my stash. So this is just a vintage table, like a doily table runner, and I just gathered it, and now it's a bag. So it's a good way to use up these little odd shaped table runners that you have in your stash maybe, and I'm really pleased with that. It turned out super cute. This bag I did make, but I don't know if there's much on here from KS4U, but I'll show it anyway. Oh no, I did use some. I used more of that beautiful little trim here with the turquoise beads on it. This is made out of all those silk saris. It's super soft. And I lined it with some burgundy satin on the inside, and then the top I've used the navy satin. And then just different sari trims, and then some beaded trim, another handmade bead, and vintage button from my stash. So that's those. Now, these ones are completely different and going to the other side of size and scale and what they are. These are shabby chic gift bags that I've created with KS4U laces and trims. The fabric I bought from a D-stash in a group I belong to, a sewing group I belong to on Facebook. And I just love this fabric. It's all different cakes and things. I love it. And I love pink and gray together. So this bag I created using this beautiful pink lace here from Craft Supplies for You. It's a really wide, really pretty flat pink lace. And then I used this trim here from KS4U, this white fringy one, and then I used this trim from KS4U as well on the top there, and then this beautiful pink eyelash trim is also from KS4U. I added some ribbon from my stash, and I made this handmade flower with the petals that you burn with the candle, and then the square bling on the inside is also from KS4U. And this has some Happy Mail, which is going to somebody soon, as does this one. And this is another bag that I created using some lovely KS4U pieces. I used the beautiful applique that you see here on the side, and this gray trim here, which I love. I've had this for quite a while in my stash. I just love it. It's a really pretty little silvery gray trim. And I love it. It's great for dangles. It's great for edging. I hope you can see that. Oh my gosh, did I forget to turn off my... No, I didn't. Okay, good. Let's adjust that. There we go. So that, getting back to this, sorry. This really cute little gray, silvery gray trim with the little white bumps on it. I love that one. And then on the bottom here, I used this really pretty gray eyelash lace that is new in Julie's store. I love this eyelash lace. It's so soft and pretty. This pink dangle is from my stash, as is the beaded trim, but this trim along here is from Craft Supplies for You, this beautiful insertion lace here, which is from KS4U. And then I put a doily down and another handmade flower, and some more of the fabric I got from that D-stash. It's very pink and gray. I love these colors together, so it was a good opportunity to sort of do something a little different with pink. So there's that one. And last but not least, this is a bag that I made out of some pink satin, which is so incredibly soft. And I used some of the wide panel lace that Julie has in her store. I sewed two pieces of the satin together, and then I put the panel lace on top of the satin. And this is the bottom of that panel lace. I just hung it over the edge. So that's the bottom of the panel lace there. And I did, as you can see, just the one side because I wanted the inside to just be satin. And of course, it's filled with goodies for somebody. And underneath, or on top of that, I use this little fringe trim here, which is from KS4U. This dangle is from my stash, and I made a handmade flower to go on the top here. Again, with the petals that you burn, and a little pearl center that my friend Jane Marge gave me. Hi, Jane Marge. And on the bottom here, I have used more KS4U goodies. This pink fringe is from KS4U. I just love that. It's so pretty, and it worked really well on this project. And then this dangle trim here is also from KS4U, as is this beautiful white gathered lace there. And then this lace I actually got, I think Debbie Vignola sent me this in her little snippet bag. Hey, Debbie. And it had already had the eyelash trim on it, so I used that. It just finished it off perfectly. And then I used this trim up here from my stash. And then on the inside, I used this gorgeous, beautiful lace here, and this one is from Craft Supplies for You. So that's what I've been doing, and so I'm sending out a little happy mail to somebody special, and so that's where those are going. And then these ones I made for fun, so we'll see what happens. But those are all my bags I've been making, so there's quite a few. Quite a few bags there. So that's what I've been up to, you guys, and I will be back with another video soon. I hope you're all well, and take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.